Hi kindergarten, welcome back. Today we're going to be starting a fun project. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Mr. Boatfield, we just did our clay bowls. Why aren't they ready? So currently your clay bowls and other projects by different grades are drying. So they're turning really hard and dry. In a couple weeks, I'm going to put them in this thing. It's called a kiln. Say kiln. What it is a giant oven. So inside I'll put your different stuff and it's going to light and fire your clay sculptures to 2,000 degrees. Now, if you think about it, your ovens at home get up to 400 degrees. So this is a really intense oven, really, really hot. I have a giant fan to make sure that it's nice and cool and it doesn't get too hot. Fire extinguisher for emergencies, and then emergency shut-off switch. And this is in the back room, so that back door goes back here. Students are not allowed in here, but I will be taking good care of your sculptures, and I will let you know when they are ready. Like I said, please do not ask me when your clay sculptures will be ready. I will let you know as soon as they are done. Okay, so it's time to talk a little bit about the seasons. Could anyone raise their hand and tell me what season we're in right now? I hope someone said winter. Now, who could tell me what season comes next? So what season comes after winter? I hope someone said spring. So right now, there's not a whole lot of leaves on the trees. They fell off in the fall. You may have seen a little bit of snow this year if you were lucky. Probably not as much snow as this, but sometimes during the winter, we get a little bit of snow. So the next season is spring. Who could raise their hand and tell us what they know about spring? What happens during the spring? Raise your hand. I hope someone said it might be a little bit sunnier, a little bit warmer, kind of gets a little bit less cool. You're going to see the flowers start to open up, beautiful, colorful flowers. The trees might start getting a little bit more leaves, but also you might start seeing a little bit more bees. It's going to start raining a whole lot during the spring, and that's a good thing because our plants, our flowers, our everything needs water. One of my coolest friends named Mace actually has family members that take care of bees, or so they're beekeepers. Let's hear from him what they do.
My brother likes honey and he likes making honey and he likes building it. I have stingers.
Do they hurt?
Not really.
So bees are super important because they spread pollen. So inside of the flower is pollen, and if pollen gets on another flower, you could create even more flowers. So the bees help that because they love to take the nectar and juices from the flowers and bring it back to their hive. In the hive, they can produce honey. So if you've ever had honey, it actually comes from bees. Bees are super duper important during the spring. We wouldn't have amazing, beautiful flowers if it weren't for the bees. So even though they look a little scary and they do have a little stinger, just try your best to keep them safe. Try not to hurt them. They mean no harm and they're very friendly. Okay, so let's talk about the art today. You should have either walked in or I might have passed out one of these shapes to you. Let's go ahead and count how many sides we see. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has how many sides? So this would be called a hexagon. Say hexagon. If you look closely, and it's kind of hard to see, the bees also create hexagons. So these are 6-sided shapes that you can find in nature. So the bees make little homes using hexagons. We're going to use this paper. I'm going to show you a special technique that we're going to do together, one at a time today, painting this. I'm going to show you a new way to do it. But first, it's time to cut this out. So what you're going to do is take some scissors. Watch me first. Remember, 2 fingers in the big side, 1 thumb in the small hole, and cut all the way around. Now, these lines are not perfect. Thank you to those who, in Pixar, helped me draw all these hexagons. Just cut it out, follow the line. You may have to start and stop again, but try your best. Don't go too fast. Watch me first, watch me first. Almost done. Go ahead and cut yours out to show me that you're ready. Take your trash and throw it away into the nearest trash can. And then give me a thumbs up to show me that you're ready. Awesome. So now it is time for us to take a marker, any color at all, and somewhere on it, write your name. I'm going to write Boatfield, and then I'm also going to write my class code. Now I'm talking all classes, but your class code is a K, and then the number of the day inside of a big circle, so I know that you did it. Give me a thumbs up once you have your name and class code. Awesome. So today you're going to be able to choose an activity. You can choose cubes, blocks, you could do free draw, marker and eraser boards, you could read a book, or you could do an iPad. However, you must be listening. I'm going to be calling names one at a time. Once I call your name, you're going to bring your hexagon to the middle table, and I'm going to show you a cool way to paint. Okay, so make sure you're listening today. I want to make sure I get everyone to do this. I'm going to do a little bit of orange inside of this tray. And then also a little bit of red. Now here's something we've learned. I see yellow, orange, and red. What kind of colors are those? Who could raise their hand and tell us? Hope someone said the warm colors. So on the side that does not have your name, so this one has my name, I'm going to turn it over. You're going to take some bubble wrap. No, this is not for us to be popping, but you're going to take it, put it in the paint, and then see what happens if you take it and put it on paper. You might see a little bit of pattern going on. Very, very cool. And you can do this all over. Fill it up. It's starting to look like a real beehive. Mace would be proud of you. All over. Get a little bit more right down here. I want to make sure it's all filled up. This will be very, very fun. All right. I love it. Looks so cool. All right. This you leave here. You're going to take your little beehive that we are making and put it on the drying rack. We always put it on the drying rack. Oh, no. Do we put it on the bottom or do we put it on the top? Hope you said the bottom. Now, then you're going to take your dirty, nasty hands, go outside and wash them, come back and continue your activity. All right, guys, make sure you're listening. Make sure you're following directions so that we can have a fun, awesome day.